Welcome to World News by Denis Halandzovskyi. If you appreciate calm, fact-based reporting on major global incidents, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your thoughts. Today, we bring a developing and verified update on the Bondi Beach shooting in Sydney, Australia, focusing on emerging questions about motive and possible links to extremist ideology, including initial claims connected to ISIS. In a sudden and shocking incident at Bondi Beach, one of Sydney's most popular public destinations, shots were fired in broad daylight, causing panic among visitors and locals. Emergency services responded swiftly, securing the scene and treating multiple casualties, including both injuries and confirmed fatalities. In the immediate aftermath, witnesses described scenes of chaos as crowds ran for cover and emergency responders worked under pressure to evacuate civilians and assess the extent of the attack. Local authorities quickly cordoned off surrounding streets and launched an investigation. As investigators began collecting evidence, including surveillance footage, ballistic reports, and witness statements, a new and serious line of inquiry emerged: the possibility of extremist motives. Several anonymous posts and unverified statements began circulating on social media and messaging platforms that suggested the attack may have been inspired by or connected to extremist groups, including those linked to the ideology of ISIS. Australian law enforcement agencies, including counter-terrorism units, confirmed that they are exploring this angle with high priority. Detectives are reviewing the suspect's background, digital footprint, known associations, and any possible communications that could point to ideological motivation. Security officials emphasize that at this stage nothing has been confirmed, but the existence of initial claims and the apparent intensity of the act has made this line of inquiry unavoidable. Authorities have cautioned the public about early speculation, noting that in fast-moving cases, unverified claims can spread rapidly and create confusion. Nonetheless, police confirmed that they are treating the incident with the full resources allocated to serious violent crime, including possible terrorist links, and are collaborating with national counter-terrorism agencies to assess all evidence impartially. The suspect, detained at the scene, is being questioned by specialist investigators. Officials are examining whether the individual acted alone, was part of a wider network, or was inspired by extremist rhetoric found online. Forensic teams continue to search residences, digital devices, and other materials that may reveal motive, intent, and possible collaborators. The emergence of possible terror-related motivations has sent shockwaves through Australia and beyond. Bondi Beach is not only an iconic location, synonymous with recreation and tourism, but also a symbol of civic openness, making any hint of extremist violence particularly troubling for a nation that has historically maintained strict controls on firearms and a strong focus on public safety. Australian political leaders have condemned the attack in the strongest terms, urging unity and caution as investigations continue. They have reiterated that if acts of extremist violence are substantiated, the perpetrators will face the fullest extent of the law. Senior officials also emphasize that maintaining social cohesion and resilience following such events is critical, especially in diverse, interconnected communities. Analysts note that even in societies with strong counterterrorism frameworks, no nation is entirely immune to sudden acts of violence, particularly those shaped by evolving global networks of extremes. If links to extremist ideology are confirmed, it would mark a significant escalation in the type of threats that Australia must address, provoking debates on prevention, surveillance, online radicalization, and national resilience. Internationally, news of possible extremist dimensions to the Bondi Beach shooting has drawn concern from governments, security services, and analysts worldwide. Countries with large diasporas, open public spaces, and histories of outward travel to conflict zones are watching closely. Lessons from previous incidents in Europe, North America, and the Middle East inform current risk assessments and cooperation on intelligence. For citizens and residents of Sydney, and indeed all Australians, this incident underscores a growing global security reality. That extremist ideology, whether territorial, political, or theological, can leap into unexpected public spaces and challenge the sense of security even in peaceful nations. At the same time, authorities stress that the investigation remains ongoing. No official confirmation of extremist involvement has yet been released, and law enforcement continues to test every hypothesis with rigorous forensic standards. As verified information becomes available, officials have pledged timely public updates to ensure transparency and accountability. Thank you for watching this update on World News by Denis Halandzovskyi. If you found this report informative, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Independent, accurate coverage helps us all understand complex global events. Stay aware, stay informed, and we will bring further verified developments as they emerge.